LEGO has made over 1,400 LEGO Star Wars minifigures. However, this number comes nowhere close to the countless number of Star Wars characters there are. Now, some of these characters are some of the most beloved characters in all of Star Wars, and they have yet to get a minifigure adaptation, and I think that is unacceptable. So today I've taken it upon myself to make 10 of these characters that I think deserve a LEGO minifigure adaptation, and that's not all, because I made all of these characters using only official LEGO parts, so if you have these parts at home, you can follow along and make these characters as well. So without further ado, let's get right on into this video. First character from today comes from one of Star Wars The Clone Wars' best last stand scenes, that being Commander Thorn. Such an underrated clone trooper, and I can't believe that we haven't gotten him in LEGO form yet. I put him together just using the basic body and legs from the normal shock trooper, giving them red arms, as well as putting a black visor on the helmet, and also giving that iconic brick built minigun and a black waist comma. Now that you have this minifigure, you can recreate his famous scene. Our next character is Voss of the Crimson Dawn. This character was from Star Wars A Solo Story, and while the movie may have not been the best perceived at the time, I still think this is a minifigure that we deserve to get. I think he was a very cool character. I threw him together quickly just using the body from a Han Solo minifigure, slapping on some black arms, the legs from Emperor Palpatine, a small black cape, the head from Crispy Anakin, and just some nice blonde hair. I think this minifig came together pretty nicely. I think it's one that we definitely deserve to see if Solo ever gets some new sets to come out alongside of it. Our next character is the TK Trooper from the third season of The Bad Batch. It has been almost a year since the third season of The Bad Batch aired, and we've not gotten any sets for it whatsoever, and I'm getting kind of worried. There's so many great opportunities for sets and minifigures to get, and we have not gotten anything, so I'm really hoping to see some soon. This minifig was made just from the torso and legs from a normal Phase 2 clone trooper. I gave him the helmet from the Ezra minifigure from the Phantom set, and just has a normal head and blaster. This is a minifig that I would love to see LEGO make, as the TK Troopers are really cool, and I'm hoping to see any set from the third season of The Bad Batch come out soon, because I thought the season was great and we deserve to see some sets from the third season of The Bad Batch. The next minifigure we have is Daedra from Andor. We only got one set with the first season of Andor being the Ambush on Ferrix, so we only got 3 minifigs. I think Daedra is a perfect minifigure for us to get. I made her using the legs and torso from Grand Admiral Thrawn, swapping the hands out from blue to a nice skin tone tan, giving her a nice angry face and a blonde hairpiece. Now this is definitely not the hairpiece that we would get, it's just the only blonde hairpiece that I had on hand. Overall, I think this is a pretty good minifigure, and I hope to see her come out in a set for the Andor Season 2 wave of sets, because I thought the first season was really good, and I'm really excited to see what kind of sets we get for the second season. Our next minifigure is Clone Commander Tax. You may know him best from this scene from the Battlefront 2 video games.
Sector is clear. Not clear! Not clear!
Now, this minifigure was made just using the torso from the Captain Rex minifigure in Phase 2, giving it some white arms, the plain white legs from the normal clone troopers, a small black comma, the new pauldron piece from the 5's ARC Trooper figure, and a micro binocular, and a small custom built rifle. I am a sucker for cool clones, especially named clones, so I would love to see any sort of named clones come out from LEGO, especially ones based on the Battlefront 2 video game, because I thought the video game was really good, and I think Commander Tax would be a perfect option for LEGO to make. Overall, that is a really sick minifig, and I hope to see him or some new clone troopers come out soon. Next we have another character from the Bad Batch being Rampart. I know he's a bit of a controversial character, but I think it would be cool to see him in LEGO form. I made him just using the normal black and gray dual molded legs. I found a Imperial officer torso that kind of matched the ranking that he has on his badge. I gave him a plain kind of face and then just a normal brown hairpiece. I think this would be a really cool minifig to get, but I also think it would be cool to get him with his beard and longer hair. Either way, I would love to see this minifigure make his way into LEGO form at some point in the future. This minifigure coming from the Old Republic video game, being one of my favorite Star Wars video games, as well as one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars sub-themes. The Old Republic is super sick, and I would love to see it make a return, and what better way to do that than with a Bestelli Shan minifig. I think she is such a cool character, one of my favorites from the game, and I think this minifig goes pretty hard. I made her using the legs from Ezra Bridger, a random maroon detailed torso, throwing on some maroon arms and skin-colored hands, as well as a nice just basic head, and then the head from Satellishan, who I'm pretty sure is her daughter. Now, it would be really cool to see this one, and also we would get some yellow lightsabers with it, except I only had green on hand, so I could not give her her iconic yellow lightsaber. I also gave her the longer kind of piece to signify a longer double-bladed lightsaber, but I would love to see this minifigure make her way into a Lego form. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll ever be getting any of the Old Republic sets ever again, which kind of sucks because I think it is a great theme, and I would love to see it make a return. Next up, we have another character from a Star Wars game, being Jedi Survivor. We have Bode. Unfortunately, it's not looking good for Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order to get any LEGO sets, given the fact that we got Cal Kestis as a 25th anniversary figure, which kind of signifies to me that we're not going to be getting any sets for them at all, given he's the main character, and if we were going to get a set, I think that he would be included. But kind of unfortunate, so it doesn't look like we ever will get a minifigure from that video game, but I think Bode would be a really cool minifigure to get, as I thought he was a really good character in the game. Now, for the legs, I went for a dual molded legs to show off that nice kind of cargo pants as well as the boots that he had. I went for Ezra Bridger's torso because it's the one torso that I had in that color. Unfortunately, I did not have one that shows off the shirt that he has on in the game, so ideally we would get something like that. I went for a normal clone head as it matches his skin color pretty well. Unfortunately, no facial hair, which, you know, would be something that LEGO would change if they made the minifig. And then some really nice, luscious black hair to round this figure together, as well as his lightsaber and a nice little gun. I think this minifig would be really cool to get, and it's kind of upsetting that we're not going to get any minifigs for Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order, because I think the game was really cool, and there's also some really good ideas for LEGO to make sets into, but unfortunately, based on the rating, it doesn't really look like LEGO would do something with it in the future. Next up, we have Atrius, another character from Star Wars The Old Republic. Like I was saying earlier, I would love to see Star Wars The Old Republic make a return, because there's so many cool characters and sets that we could get, but to make this minifigure, I used Princess Leia's skirt piece as well as her torso piece, a generic female face, and then a poorly spray-painted white hair piece. Now, this piece does exist in white, it's just I was not able to buy it for this video, so I had to take to the spray paint. It didn't turn out too good, but, you know, I think it gets the job done. Don't mind the back of the face, I don't know why there's red Sharpie on the back, but overall, I think this would be a really cool minifigure to get, and I think I would just love to see anything from Star Wars The Old Republic get made in LEGO again. Next up, we have Kento Merck, or better known as Galen Merrick's father, or Starkiller's father. Now, I know he did meet a quick demise against Darth Vader, and he didn't have much time in the video game. However, I think he's a really cool character, and I would love to see him in a LEGO form, because he's a really sick Jedi. Now, unfortunately, The Force Unleashed only ever got one set, and we have not seen any more from it, and it's not looking likely given the age rating on the video game, especially the fact that it is an older game, and we haven't really seen any of the other games get LEGO sets at any time recently, but it would still be a really cool minifigure to get. Now, I made him using the body and legs from The Mandalorian, as well as a brown cape, Han Solo's head, and one of the newer hood pieces, because I think it looks really good and flows with the overall look of this minifig, as well as his nice blue lightsaber. I think this would be a really cool minifig to get, and I'd just love to see anything from The Force Unleashed come out again, because I thought the game was really cool, and I still think that old set holds the test of time and still looks really good today. And that was all 10 of the LEGO minifigures that I've decided to put together for this video. Let me know which one is your favorite, and let me know if you're going to try and put any of these minifigs together, as well as minifigs that you'd like me to see put together for a next iteration of this video. If you guys want to see it, I'll do this again with 10 brand new minifigs with the same rules as this video, and see what cool ones we can come up with. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe. Drew, signing out.